Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh and His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the name of the one true God, and Yahweh Shai is the name of His only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. And I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And I want to send salutations to all the Akim throughout the four corners of the earth, exalting the name of Yahweh and His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, in truth and in sincerity. Alright, so this lesson is going to be about what's happening on the Gulf Coast and on the East Coast. There's a strike of union workers who feel like they're not getting paid enough. And when these people decide that they're not going to work, the goods that we use on our daily basis, everyday life, it gets stale, and things are not going to be transported. All right, because you need the people. And it's funny because that's why they're trying to make these damn robots take over. Because the robots ain't going to form a union. They don't need a union. You just create them, and then you control them. That's it. But as of now, you need the people. And the people have rose up and decided that they need to get paid more. So they have a strike. And then the strike got lifted after a few days or whatever, because they realized, like, hey man, this product got to get moving, and these people are going to sit, and they getting paid good anyway. I think they were getting paid like $39 an hour, but they wanted like $60, and I don't blame them, because they, people got to have this shit, man. This is a transport country, man. They port the goods, man. All right, and they need their workers to be compensated, and the workers went on strike and they got their deal. But while this was going on, one of my friends, she ended up sending me this photo, and she went to Costco to get toilet paper, and they took all the fucking toilet paper because the people panicked. They heard about the strike, and they ran to the damn Costco and said that they're going to load up on toilet paper. Why do these niggas roll up to these stores and grab toilet paper? I don't know why. It ain't like the food section was emptied. Something about wiping their ass when they scared is just primitive, or just like the main thing that they focus on, I guess. I don't know. But at the end of the day, all that toilet paper was gone. And I said, damn, that's crazy. I told her that's crazy, But then, of course, you keep it spiritual. It reminded me of, a scripture. A few of them that I want to get. Because it's going to go down one day, One of these days it's going to go down officially. It ain't going to be no work. It ain't going to be no union strike. It's just going to be people not showing up to work because it's going to be chaos, man. They can't go to work. It'll be too dangerous. All right? The city will be shut down. The bridges will be lifted up. All right? And that's prophecy. All right? And no man will be safe. Nobody. All right? All right, this is this article. U.S. port workers and operators reach a deal to end East Coast strike immediately. They said immediately, all right, because they know. If they didn't, guess what? All those goods gonna just be sitting there. A lot of it's gonna spoil. They had to get it in, man. All right. It says the U.S. dock workers and port operators reach a tentative deal that will immediately end the crippling 3-day strike that has shut down shipping on the East Coast and Gulf Coast. The two sides said Thursday the tentative agreement is for the wage hike of around 62% over 6 years. Two sources familiar with the matter told a renter, including a worker on the picket line who heard the announcement that would raise average wages to about 63 an hour from 39 an hour over a life of the contract. All right, so they was getting paid good regardless, but they really wanted to get paid. You know, imagine working overtime, $63 an hour. You know, that's a lot of damn money. But them people wanted to get their money. All right, and they did. All right, but the point is, it was the fact that people were panicking on the low. It was just like in the pandemic. When the pandemic started, people were going crazy, man. They had to go and get that antibiotics. They had to go and get the antibacteria and things of that nature, and then of course toilet paper and all kind of stuff. And they were shutting down the cities, saying having curfews and things of that nature. And that's going to happen full blown, man. And then real chaos gonna kick off. All right. Then the real chaos gonna kick off. Then it's gonna get violent. All right. Because people are gonna get restless. All right. This is second address 15 and 14. This is woe to the world and them that dwell therein. So woe meaning like destruction and sorrow and sadness and suffering. All right. So that's what's gonna happen to the world. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall rise, so stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So they're not going to care about the powers that be, the governor, the president, anything. You know, people are just not going to care. They're going to rise up, all right, with weapons in their hands, man. All right. It's going to be really bad out here, man. All right. It's going to be anarchy. All right. Sedition. And they're going to go against the powers that be. All right. Verse 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. For because their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. So men are going to be afraid in that day, man. It's going to be a fearful thing. A man shall not pity his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread, and for a great tribulation. So it's going to be a lack of bread out here. So what people assume was going to happen was going to be a lack of bread, all right? So they went and stocked up, you know? Just goes to show how one little announcement, a little strike, and everybody went and just bought a bunch of shit paper, all right? Imagine when it really kicks off, man. All right? People are going to be fighting against each other to get that toilet paper, all right? To get that last chicken leg. You know what I mean? They're going to be scrapping in the middle of the store for that. And this is second address 6 and 22. It says, and suddenly shall the store places appear unsown, and the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. All right? So the storehouses and things of that nature are going to be found emptied in that day. All right? All right, so where you store your goods and everything is going to be found empty. All right, there's not going to be any goods to go to. All right, you're not going to be able to get your cigarettes. All right, your liquor. You know what I'm saying? Your Friday Hennessy. You know what I mean? On your day off, you're not going to be able to get that no more, man. All right, you're just going to be stuck in fear. All right. right? You're gonna call on your gods, right? But they're not gonna save you, man, right? You're gonna find out, man, that the Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is a terror, man. It's gonna be bad, and it's gonna get even worse, you know, when when the Lord cracked those clouds, man. All right, and call up His elect. All right, and then it's gonna get really bad, man. All right, so it's gonna get bad out here, man. This was just a little inkling, just another little sample size, man. All right. So with that, all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai.